Well, I'm starting my show off a little bit differently than usual, but yeah. Today I just felt like talking sort of a little bit of a chat. Thankfully, this is not gameplay related. Also gives a little behind the scenes of what I'm thinking at the moment. But yeah, I've officially finished finals, so don't be surprised if my traffic in terms of playing picks up a little bit in the next week or two before it kind of dips down again due to summer vacation. So, and also my new job. So there's that. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? It's Friday. I felt like having fun today. And I love seeing your faces on here. So thank you very much. But there's a lot that I really want to talk about before we begin this stream properly. So, first, um, I came across a couple of really interesting articles while at work, but I felt like a TikTok was just not good enough to really talk about it. I tend to read a lot of articles from various disciplines. While I am studying theology in school and I am an English major, I was an English major before that. I studied a wide range of disciplines, though I'm an expert at none of them. And a couple of articles that I found really interesting was this one article about how people apparently forget their native languages. I'll post it in the chat, but there's this really interesting article that basically talked about how people forget their native languages and the various reasons behind it. There is a linguist from the University of Essex named, I think, Monica Schmid, who basically did a little experiment and various talked with various Jewish German Jewish refugees from World War II, like who were refugees during their childhood and their adolescence. And here was the thing that was really interesting. Those who managed to escape before the atrocities got really bad, their German remained relatively intact, versus those who escaped escaped during or after Kristallnacht, which is around 1938. Their their fluency basically went out the window, mainly because German was associated with trauma. One notable quote in this article said that because he felt like Germany failed him, he just didn't see the need to keep the fluency in the language anymore, so he immersed himself fully into English, and that's why he became fluent in instead, even though it's not his first language. And the article writer also in turn kind of talked about like how um even in her own language journey she eventually um figured out how like what some words mean, and most of the things that she's on the loop on is mainly things that were kind of lean more towards social media based slang rather than the everyday stuff. So that's another thing that kind of in language learning that I find pretty interesting. I kind of wonder if I mean the research mainly has been with European languages, so I kind of wonder if like other languages, like Asiatic languages or even indigenous languages, will come under the same purview. So I'm kind of curious. But yeah, trauma doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean a requirement to fluency, even though that seems to be the common thing with a lot of these things. It's like trauma or survivability tends to influence language learning. But here's another traumatic example of language fluency. Who is familiar with the J rock singer Anna Suchia? So she's most famous for singing the opening song for Nana, the one about Nana Ozaki and Hachiko, that one with this manga with Ayazawa, by the rest in peace to the creator of Berserk. I found out that he passed maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. Um, that was big loss in the anime and manga community. His work is actually really interesting. Definitely check his stuff out. But anyway, oh, my ring came off. Uh-oh. Mine's been all over the place. Oof. 'Cause I've been in pain all day today, so it's been a mess for me. It's been a huge mess. I'm just gonna put this all together. Maybe I'll find it somewhere in this room. But anyway, Anastasia, the J rock singer, famously known for her opening and ending themes for the TV series Nana. She actually is Russo Japanese American. Though she is Japanese by citizenship and by birth, but she had an American. She had I think it's a Russian American dad, if I remember correctly. So at one point she actually was fluent in English and Japanese. But then when she got into like the thick of her modeling and her music career, her English fluency basically went out the window. She she could do the English songs rather easily. She got the meanings down packed, but then when it came to actual communication, it's Japanese all the way for her. So that's like a prime. That's the only example I could really think of, primarily where the where in this case it was not really it was not really a traumatic thing or a necessity thing. It just was more so just as she communicated in that new language more, she communicated in English way less. She didn't need it. So, and like getting non-existent. And I just now I'm thinking about it now. There's even stories where people would even lose their native languages after maybe like a few years of living in a country which doesn't have English as a primary language. So I kind of just remember that now, but I'm like I don't know if you guys remember like there's like this Japanese podcast I used to watch back in the day. Had some pretty interesting videos. Don't know if they still exist anymore or they're still friends, but um, I just remember there's like this one video where it talked about how their English progressively became worse, if not for relatives back at home that they could talk with. That kind of refreshed their memory. Um, but yeah, that article's really interesting. I just posted that in the chat. And then the other one, which honestly was so heart-wrenching. Again, I have a TikTok about this and I may post about it tomorrow. But it was so heart-wrenching that I had to talk about it. So I don't really talk about this fandom a lot, but I actually am a big fan of actor and singer Billy Porter. He is very famous in particular for playing Pray Tell in Pose, which you'll see one moment where I say the name of his character was just way too fitting for what he basically described. So I posted the article in the chat. Please go and read it when you have the time. Billy Porter just revealed a couple days ago through this article and with support from his collaborator and director Ryan Murphy that he had been secretly carrying the diagnosis of being HIV positive for 14 years. And he kept it secret all this time because he was afraid of his career basically being stigmatized, especially him being part of the LGBT community. And even more so for his family, specifically his mother, because of his religious background. It's much more conservative in nature. So, especially being part of the LGBT community, it's like that kind of diagnosis was expected, even though the diagnosis came in decades after the infamous epidemic back in the 80s and 90s when it was at its peak. He was diagnosed in 2007, so 14, almost 15 years of his life. And he thought originally, I'm just going to draft with my bio. I'm just going to wait till my mother passes because I love her too much. It would destroy her. And then I'll pass the autobiography and come out then. But obviously, his mom lived longer than he expected. And he's just like, you know what? This pressure is way too high. And I think Ryan Murphy at the time was like the only one that he told, like, who, and his husband and maybe a few select relatives were the only ones that he told about his diagnosis. And then Ryan Murphy I think when he was acting for Pose or some other project, he said, "You've been in a traumatic mindset up until now. I need you to tune into joy." And that's when he finally realized that all his life he's basically been enduring trauma. He knew how to put the front of being joyful, but he just never knew how to authentically be joyful until he started going to therapy and in turn come to terms with the diagnosis and being married. And I think now he's trying to start a family on top of that. So then he thought his first step was to confess the diagnosis to his mother. And honestly, the reaction that his mom had was basically what I wish for everybody, especially those in the LGBT community, which is that you've been carrying this for 15 years. Son, I love you. Of course, I'm going to support you all the way through this. And that was a huge relief for him when he got that. And it just goes to show how much stigma we still have to dissolve. And the Pose casting crew gave him such a safe space that he was able to confess to his castmates what he was going through as well. And now he has full excitement to be the fairy godmother in the new Cinderella film, which I'm totally excited about. Billy Porter has amazing fashion sense. He has this beautiful charisma that it makes you feel like you can do anything, and just a really good singing voice. If you've not seen him play, like seen videos of him playing Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar, go check it out. It's really good. But yeah, when I saw the trailer for the final season of Pose, I was kind of wondering, like, why does the acting feel so intense and real right here? Like, I knew it was the finale, but then after seeing that article, it's like I finally knew why. He was literally acting out his life. And he thought that the camp, like acting his life out in Pose was gonna be his way of coming out. But he kind of discovered that, like, I have to come out legitimately through talking about my own story. So that's how the Hollywood Reporter article came out. And not gonna lie, I did kind of break into tears a few times seeing that article because that's an experience nobody should go through. I also get privacy, and yet at the same time, we all need support in this world, and I'm glad. I mean, I don't like the way we had to find out about it, but we had to go about it, but I'm glad that now in this era, we are finally realizing how much we need to support each other and how much we need to have each other's backs, you know? So, yeah, that's the part those are the things that I just really wanted to talk about. But yeah, so this will probably be edited out in the YouTube video, or maybe in a separate video where I just edited it out to this point. But yeah, I just felt like talking about that today. It just felt like a TikTok just wasn't gonna do this justice. Anyways, let us go ahead and get to the show that you want to see, which is Parasite Eve II. So let's go ahead and get that going. I gotta change my sound source. I should sound source really fast. Okay. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Hey peeps, welcome back to this playthrough of Parasite Eve II. Now before we begin, obviously you know the drill. This is a rated M/PIGGY 18 game. So if you're not of age or you do not have permission to check out this video, please check out some of my other playthroughs like Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, or Dayland Pocket Planet, or even Barony. And I have a bunch of other family-friendly / more teen or everyone rated games in the future. So rest assured, there's going to be more content on the way. In terms of content advice to read, there it's going to be references to viruses, bioterrorism, and medical and scientific jargon, as well as jump scares. Lots and lots of jump scares. So again, if it's not your speed, please proceed to the nearest playthrough that I've got on my channel. I've got a lot of them. So without further ado, let us get into the drama. Hello everybody, DJK here. Welcome back to this video of Parasite Eve II. Now in the last episode, we have started exploring the bunker on the bottom floor. So all the things that Kyle basically warned us about. And we discovered there was a missed BP locker in the armory. What the heck is that about? So how about we go ahead and find out what's going on in this facility. There's also the fact that, There's also the fact that, well, Kyle, what happened to him? Personally, again, I don't think he's dead. I think he's very much alive. Because, like, a dude like that does not die easily. Like, he's got to be still alive. So, yeah, before we go on, I just wanted to do a little bit of a shout out. I got my first TikTok shout out today. So, shout out to my aunts Vicky. And yes, it is aunts, A-U-N-T-S, Vicky. I have an aunt Vicky in West Africa. So, shout out to her and her kids. And I have an Aunt Vicky on TikTok. She is a Micmac activist that I've been talking with her a lot online, and I just happened to get a shout out today. So thank you, Aunt Vicky. You're so awesome. So she's really cool. She is related to a huge legacy of indigenous activists. There's one famous one, which I'm gonna have to look up a little bit later, but yeah, huge shout out to Aunt Vicky on TikTok. Please check out her videos. She is very educational when it comes to indigenous issues, and she's just overall a really fun and really supportive lady. So please check out her stuff. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the game. Now, in the last episode, we went, like I said, we went through the this bunker, and I died in the containment deck. And remember when I said famous last words? So not famous last words. Like remember when I said that I was gonna wait until I got up to 3,000 XP to mod my Parasite Eve, so my Parasite energy. I bet the words famous last words just flashed into your head when I said that. And looking back at the footage, you'd be right. Those were literally my famous last words right there, because I died in the next room in less than 2 seconds because I didn't have enough Parasite energy. So, yeah, forget that. Now we're gonna mod stuff to get through this quickly. We have given ourselves some heat when it comes to the weapons, but now we're going to give ourselves some heat when it comes to the Parasite energy. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not such as I want it to be, but hey, we do that. So most of the stuff that I have here are already at level 2, so I don't know how much we can actually increase stuff, but let's see. I think I'm going to prefer things that would actually drop the required Parasite energy needed to cast this. So let's see what we've got here. So Pyrokinesis is like my most frequently used one. So let's see how much it is if I strengthen it. 3,000, we're too short on that. It does reduce the casting cost to 6, so there's that. Combustion, which reduces the ATP loss to 30 seconds. And increases the range. There's Metabolism, which would actually reduce the casting cost and the ATP loss, which I think is going to be really good for me. Healing has to be the most expensive. It's going to be 4,000. That's like the most thing you need. That's like the thing you really need, and it heals a lot of HP. HP loss only 18, so it drops down to 18. It drops down to 18 seconds for the ATP, which is good. Antibody, can't mod that. Energy shot, we really can't mod that, even though that's really good. So pretty much, I think we can only do pyrokinesis, combustion, metabolism, maybe necrosis. No, not necrosis. Combustion, metabolism, pyrokinesis. Wait, no, pyrokinesis is too much too. So I think that's why I was thinking 3,000. So pretty much the only things we can practically mod are basically anything that's in level 2. Sorry, anything that's level 1 essentially. So basically anything that's level 1. So we got plasma. Yeah, plasma, combustion, and metabolism. Metabolism I think would be the most useful, considering those creatures, especially creatures like that slimy creatures that we came across. There's also combustion, which I think would be useful. Plasma, that's 1750. Plasma's the one I use the least because, like, the energy for that, like, the time it takes to cast that, it takes forever. I'm tempted to go with metabolism, actually, because of those creatures, so let's go ahead and do that. And do we have enough combustion? No, we do not. We need, like 130 points for that one. So, yeah. At least our MP went up 47 points, so there's that. I must find out that the boxes are actually, whatchamacallit. The boxes are, words. The boxes are flares. So that means like the huge box and the small box, like the huge box is probably like huge flares. And then there's a small box. So we're gonna go back upstairs, actually, before we continue on, because I have a feeling that Kyle's still alive. I think we just need to go back. I think we just need to go back to the truck. Oh yeah, we can unlock the back door, right? I forgot. This door, right? Hold on. Yeah, this door, we can unlock it. Because now we're on the other side. I never used this map, my god. Okay. Alright, so we're out. I think the elevator's to the right, right? Like this way? Yeah, here it is. There's noises in the background that make me nervous. Lift controls going up. I should seriously do breathing exercise before I do a stream, every time I do a stream, so. Anyway, let's go. I hate this hallway. I hate this hallway. But yeah, so another thing that I kind of realized that, you know, like a show is getting really up there in age if you're talking about it like it's a soap opera, because like I had this I started posting on TikTok again after so long, thanks to finals kind of taking all my energy. Just, um, Finals taking away all my energy did not help things at all. So, I did not post on, TikTok for the longest time. I started posting yesterday, and I'm a huge Trekkie, so yesterday was Captain Janeway's birthday. The captain from Star Trek Voyager. Not to be confused with the actress, because the actress, who plays her, Kate Mulgrew, her birthday is on April 29th. I only remember that because I actually gave her, like, a birthday greeting, like, one year, and also I met her last November. I might do a YouTube video on that in the future, maybe. But yeah, so, yesterday was May 20th, Janeway's birthday. If you doesn't know the Star Trek Voyager episode, Year of Hell, you will probably know the scene where they talk about it. And there was this one guy who was like, dang, I forgot that. I forgot that the passage of time just kind of came down. It's like, don't worry. Janeway was really terrible at the temporal time directive as well. So you're not alone in that front. Go anyway. So what was I saying? Oh yes. So yeah, her birthday. So her birthday was So James birthday, my sister's, and like one commenter said like something along the lines of, "Oh dang, I forgot." And then he's like, "Don't worry. Janeway's terrible with the temporal prime directive too, so you're not alone on that front. Don't worry." Nope, don't worry about that. And then we just ended up having like a chat about, oh yeah, I remember the watch thing. And then she mentioned that apparently the Year of Hell episodes was not just it was not going to be confined to just 2 episodes. In fact, it was originally supposed to be like a season-long event, which honestly I think would have actually been a really interesting angle to take the episode. Range is incredible on this thing. Oh, you get burned by that. I did not know that. I did not know you can get burned by the leftovers. Duly noted. But yeah, so I'm guessing he's a male, but anyway, he just like talked about how Year of Hell was originally supposed to be a year-long event, like a season-long event, which honestly would have been a really interesting take because there was so much about like the Krenum Imperium that would have been really cool to explore, honestly. But yeah, there was so much about the Krenum Imperium, like they totally could have explored in a 2-parter like that. Like, it would have been awesome to see. But alas, they did not go there. So, well, it's all hypothetical. But, yeah. But yeah, I ended up like chatting about this with this Trekkie, and it was like, man, it was like, man, like that would have been really awesome to see. And then we kind of chatted about how, and then I ended up chatting about how, in particular, sorry, words, they've been escaping me lately. So then we kind of chatted about how, I kind of chatted about, like how cool that would have been if they actually followed through on that idea of having that two-parter be an actual season-long event, you know? Like, that would have been really, really cool. Really cool. And then I kind of talked about like some of the ships that kind of spawned as a result of that episode. In particular, I'm a big Janeway Chakotay shipper, so I kind of thought that it was going to finally like come to pass. Oh, that's why she didn't get hurt, because of the bayonet attachment. Right, I forgot she had that. But anyway, but yeah, I thought about like how cool it would have been if that came to pass, and it didn't. How cool that would have been if it came to pass, and it didn't. And then I kind of went in a little bit of a side tangent of how like the romantic plots could have gone, you know? Like how all the romance plots could have gone, and all the missed tea that we could have poured. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's just I focused so much on the shipping drama from back in the 90s when like TV Guide was a thing. It just made me realize so much more how old I am. Oh gosh. But yeah, like if you're chatting about your favorite, like just the roundabout way of saying, if you're chatting about your favorite TV show like it's a soap opera, you know your show is really, really old. Like, it's really gotten up there. And you know what? That's okay. There are some people who actually appreciate the classic stuff. Like, I think that the equivalent of that was when I appreciated shows like Cheers and MASH. You know? It's kind of, I think it's like kind of the equivalent, really. Of when I was younger, I watched shows like I Love Lucy and MASH. And that was kind of my parents' generation, but then the fact that I'm actually enjoying it myself is kind of, or like Twilight Zone, even. Like my dad introduced me to that show as well growing up. I have appreciation for things like that. An age that like you really wouldn't have appreciation for it typically. I think that's like the marker. Alright, so now I think we're pretty much okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more of the BP mods. I think combustion was the one I wanted to mod. Yes. Let's do that. So we up the combustion, which definitely is gonna be useful for the next room over. So I'm gonna save here, so we don't have to do all this again. And then let's go back. Let's go ahead and get into the control room. Here we go. And you know what to do now. What the? Oh, right, cameras. Well, that clearly wore me out. Alright, so our BP's back up. Our HP's back up. I forgot the control room had stuff like that. Okay, it's through here where it gets dangerous. Thankfully, we're at full MP, so there's that. Go down, go down. That was easy. I think it's because of the confusion I'm getting, like... I think it's just the confusion that, like, my aim was off. Looking back at it now, it was really elementary. So, yeah. Alright. So, here we are in the control room. A large locker. I wonder what's inside. The upper door is so high, I need some kind of stand to reach it. Oh, okay. So I need to find something, like some object. Maybe. Can she open this? I did empty my pockets out a little. What sort of facility is this? I thought your dreams would have told you, Aya. Anyway, or I thought it would be obvious, because there's literally a decontaminate, like a sterilization room in here. Beyond the glass, large corpses hang in protective sheets. Wait, corpses? They're frozen. I can feel the cold through the glass. Look like a giant ape man I keep running into. Wait a minute! These are scientifically engineered? The monitor below looks like a cardiograph. The labels say Gollum. Each has its own number. The graph isn't moving. There must be stored corpses. You sure those are not units in stasis, Aya? That's totally possible in a place like this. What's in here? Oh, there's a ladder up there. Hold on. Don't tell me we can go in there. That's too creepy. The thick-looking, heavy-looking door. It's pretty big too. It's locked. And it should stay locked. Are you kidding me? No. You do not want to go in there. That would give me chills. Alright. How much BP do I have? No, not there. BP. Holy moly, I have so many BP. It's ridiculous. I mean, if I keep going through enough rooms, I could basically have enough BP to basically start an army. I mean, I need like another... Whoops. Excuse me. Like another 900 and I can get some new armor? What's this place? Underground parking. That's locked. Darn it. Okay. Alright, let's go into the sterilization room then. Prepared for cameras. nothing here. Weird. What's this? A large locker. Hazmat suits. It probably contains lab suits. A protective suit locker. Unfortunately, it's locked tight. Okay, they're all hazmat suits. What's over here? A fire extinguisher. No need for this. You never know. What's this? There's a control panel here. This panel controls room entry and contacts the control room. The monitor is displaying something. System stock lock released. Lab safety level acceptable, cleared for entry. Looks like I can go through. Entering experiment area. Contact control after securing protective suit. I should be okay. I don't think the sterilization system is operative. I don't have time to waste worrying in any case. You should know what's working in this. The very first thing you should think about is laboratory safety. What kind of agent are you? What's this? Intercom contact in the control room. Alright. Oh, great. Excellent. There's a save point in here. And it's a safe space. It's a sterilization room. What's that? That means by the time you use that phone, it's gonna now we're gonna activate something. Just shoot. Close, do not use. Okay. Entering level 3 toxic microorganism hot zone. Okay, not using a suit then! Control room. The monitor is displaying something. System stop lock release. Confirm total sterilization before entering living quarters. I should be able to go through. Alright. So let's check out this box here. It's probably PP, whatever it is. Oh! I put them back in the truck! Dang it! Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I put the shotgun back in the truck, but at least I kept the grenade. I kept the grenades in here. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Actually, maybe should... Maybe add the grenade pistol in there. And then swap this out with grenades. Well, here's some really ridiculous revelation that I kind of came up with as a result of this game. Remember how I was complaining earlier about how this game kind of, well, stinks when it comes to ammo reloads and stuff? Until I realized something very elementary. I was supposed to be like, that's like very something that's very elementary. This is a survival horror game. Of course, the main thing is going to be lack of supplies to make the game harder. Though I think there was a smart... I think there was a smarter way of doing it. Caution, there's cargo suits and effective materials here. But yeah, I think there was like there was a much smarter way to do this survival horror thing without making it feel inconvenient, you know? That's okay. That's okay. I know, that's the struggle of doing sequels, you know? You're trying to figure out how to spice things up when it comes to gameplay, just enough that it keeps things interesting, but not so much that it changes the entire formula, you know? It's not an easy balance to make. Alright. Let's, go back in here. Maybe get some, like, grenades and healing items. Because we are definitely gonna need more. Oh. Let's go this little this thing. Machine allows me to trade BP for equipment. Alright, so weapons, let's see. We could up our ammo capacity by 30. We can also add a hammer. Ooh, okay, sorry. Oof. That's what I have. So that means if I didn't get it upstairs, like up in the top of the mine, then I could simply just bought one. And then PA3, which I think I already have one. I think. Oh, it's in the truck. That's all. And then, hold on. Okay, we got 94 of that. So maybe we should probably buy some of this. Definitely buy some of this. Hey, it's my birth year. And then, definitely get one of these. Insufficient. Darn it. It's okay. I'll manage. And then definitely need to get more recovery items. Ugh. Inventory full. Darn it. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I can just... That's okay. We're gonna... Let's, swap out the flare with recovery 2. And, oh yeah, we have an extra pocket. I forgot. Let's take another recovery 2. Wait, I just moved it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We got 2 recovery 2, the GPS, and the grenade. Let's use the bottle. Make some room. Evoke metabolism. Don't know how long that's gonna last, but wait, whoa. You see that? Plus 60 on HP. No, wait, no. That's just, Oh, wait! That bottle basically increased my metabolism, so now it's level 3. That's what I did. And so it didn't actually put an effect on me. It just maxed out my metabolism. That's all it did. That's what the bottle did. Oh, so I don't have to worry about leveling up metabolism anymore. That's great. So we learned 2 things now. So number 1, bottles increase your level stats, and number 2, that the max you can do is level 3 on all your stats. So we learned some stuff today. So let's go ahead actually and get... No. Let's save our items. Let's save that. So let's go back in the decon room. Also, you know what? The other reason why I don't think he's dead is because if we're actually able to buy the exact same weapon down there, that means even though Kyle happens to use that kind of gun, it's probably not his. I don't think it's his. That means, like, it could be another scientist that just happen to share the same kind. Like, there's always that popular brand of gun that they would use, and that in turn would kind of, influence the battle or something. I might be overthinking it, of course, but That's what I'm thinking anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead and ring this phone. Phone. I wonder if it can dial outside. The phone admits to detect any wiretaps. It should be safe. This isn't its perfect dial, though. Yes, you should know. I see. You think you found the shelter? Ah, the abandoned mine. Right. Understood. Check it out. Leave no leaf unturned. I'm surprised you did not think about Kyle. Baldwin. Baldwin. But okay. So, we got through the box. I'm gonna think of it, actually. Maybe I should, like, store some stuff in here. Small mob probably makes it difficult for NMCs to open. There's some extra stuff here. So yeah, we can put, like, the stems. And maybe the flare, too. Alright. Alright. So, last stop in the OK Corral. Alright. Let's take ourselves in. I know it's going to be some sort of battle in here. Pretty obvious. Oh. Oh, it's a vision. Be a good girl and open the door. It's dangerous in there. She's in there. She rolled the damn door shut. Sorry guys. I got somebody calling me in the background. I'll be right back. Just stay tuned for a second. I hate like modding stuff in the middle of a stream, especially in the middle of a cutscene, no less. But I'll be right back. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I think after this cutscene, I'm gonna have to go, but let's just see how this comes out. So, who is cutting through the door? Sector level 6? What the heck is that? Whatever it is, that looks really bad. Such a little girl. What is she? Sure that's not you? I know this place. But why? Well, you dreamed about it, so there's that. So I think the girl's her. She's just not remembering any of it. I mean, did she forget that, like, she's basically she's basically been, like, been around scientists basically her entire life. But yeah, before we go through the level 1 door, let's go through here. A lift going down. It goes lower? There's a lift here. It goes lower? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It goes lower? Okay, let's check. How much lower does this place get? I'm telling you. Oh, there's something in here. Septic tank main corridor. Okay, that makes more sense now. Obviously, it's not going to be just here. Let's take care of these enemies first. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so that'll finish its job. How big is this place? Septic tank. Whoa! That's nasty down here. Nothing here, though. Odd. Okay. I thought it'd be worse. Let's see. Anything here to see, Ina? I think she was taken here as a child. And she just doesn't remember completely until these flashbacks start happening. Remember me? No, she wouldn't be old. Oh my god! What the? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that in the tank. So on that note, I'm gonna end right there. Awkward. But yeah, so I typically don't do Friday streams, but in the case, because, like, I've been kind of when it comes to the schedule, and also just been, Angelo's been like, it's just been when it comes to Angelo. So, yeah, so I'm gonna actually end it here, which I don't want to, but, I'm gonna be back on maybe Monday or Wednesday. But yeah, so Monday, no idea if we're gonna be doing level like the continuing on with Barony, but we'll see. There's Parasite Eve II next Wednesday, followed by Daily Pocket Planet on Thursday, and I think I'm gonna push Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore to next Saturday, because there's actually something happening this Saturday that is probably going to be on top of my streaming time, so I'm not going to be available tomorrow night. But I still am offering card readings on my Fiverr shop, Blackout for supplemental archetype, and Beltane for 3 additional runes to your reading. And of course, support your local businesses. And I think I kind of mentioned it in my TikTok as well. I'm hoping to attend the Star Trek Las Vegas convention at the end of this year. So here's all my social media. I'm starting to update my TikTok again, but of course, Twitch and YouTube are going to be my other updates and stuff, as well as my Discord. Like I mentioned, I think earlier this week, I am going to have a video on my Theological Otaku channel, my second channel, pretty soon. So look forward to that. And if you want to get updates about times that I upload, check out my Twitter at DJNK for Life. I don't blog as much anymore, but please still check it out. It has some pretty good stuff on there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe out there, stay hydrated, and of course, may your heart be your guiding key. Bye! Also stay hydrated, folks. It's been getting really, really warm here.